Hey, kiddos, I ever tell you about that time I put down the largest drug dealer in Limbrae? No. Well, sit back, grab a beer, and you're the story time. Minute. It was 1944. I just got off the largest gang organization bust of all time, taking down Mo, the Lord of Blood, and his following. Click the link in the top right if you want to watch that story. Anywho, I caught wind of this new drug sweeping the scene. Word on the dirt roads, it was called orc crack. A fine blue rock. When heated and injected, it'll get you so high you'll eventually grow wings. Crazy shit. So my captain puts me on the case. I start investigation by hitting up one of my CIs in the Weeping Peninsula, an ex-drug dealer turned merchant of goods. He told me to head over to Castle Morn. He's heard shit about some wild parties going down over there. Castle Morn was overrun by the Misbegotten gang, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that something's going down. As I get to the castle, there's definitely a wild party going down. So I stopped and mingled. Might have partied a bit. Hey, sue me, I'm a fun time. I end up talking to a fella named Enrique, and he hands me the blue rock, aka orc crack, and I tried it. As a good detective, you gotta know everything about what you're searching for. And the shit made me grow a goddamn dragon head. Wow. But seeing the Misbegotten get wings and me growing a dragon head, I put the pieces together and decided to head to the Dragon Communion. Talked to the guard, and he told me there's a group of demi-humans that come and cook in the cauldrons, always random. I inspected the cauldrons and found traces of a rare mineral only found in caves. So I head over to a local mining town to ask the miners if they heard anything. And I got nothing. Jack fucking diddly. Until a fella named Bob told me their boss told him to be quiet. And every month he collects a large sum of gold for their services. So I head to the boss. I beat the shit out of him until he told me what I needed to know. I got the location on a demi-human cave out on the beach in Limgrave, heavily guarded. It was a tough fight. A lot of lives were lost, not mine, but I made it into the core of the facility and took out the two crazy orc crack cooks. The remaining demi-humans cowardly told me who they were delivering the goods to. It was a demi-human mage named Maggie, up in Altus. The damn case took me all over the place. I'd heard of their setup, and I know it's a heavily guarded place. So I sent a drone in for recon. After surveilling the area, I found an underground entrance, and I snuck down. I found Maggie. She's a straight-up gal. She told me if I beat her in a fight, she'd tell me everything. That's a cocky bitch. I like that. So we duked it out. I put my weapon down and I beat her ass. On her dying breath, she said height. I assumed she meant Fort Height, so I sent a deputy over to check it out. I never heard back from the poor bastard. So, when I got back home, I went out to go check it out. And the place was being attacked by demi-human. Now, why would that be? So I head over to Kenneth Height, the owner of said fort, and I asked him why his home was being overrun. He told me the demi-human forced him out, and he called upon the Golden Order to help him get his home back. I told him I would help. So I get there and I take out the remaining demi-human, but something didn't feel right. So I set up hidden cameras before I left. And lo and behold, Kenneth Height caught an HD crapped an orc crack. Bastard made me do his dirty work. And That don't sit right with me. I went back to make the arrest, and he resisted. And once again, the lands between was saved from an epidemic. If you like the story, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Stay young, kiddos.